Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in and spending some time with us again. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about state and specifically about this concept of what's scientifically termed self-directed adaptive plasticity, where I can change the way that my brain is functioning and ultimately learning. And what I find really interesting is a lot of modern scientific principles are beginning to confirm some ancient heuristics. And one that I have always really liked is the idea of shoshin, or beginner's mind. And I think beginner's mind is really important because it basically speaks to an attitude around humility and learning. And I like the idea of having a learning-based attitude rather than a performance-based outcome attitude, is that learning transcends throughout your entire lifespan, whereas performance goes up and down. So learning is a sustainable state if it becomes the central focus of what you do. Now, one of the things that we know about being in a learning state is it requires attention. And with all of the distractions around us, as much as time as we spend on our phones and our computers and on social media and all the other distractions that we have buzzing around us, one of the distractions that we don't talk about often enough, I think, is data. There is so much data all the time. You could learn every single thing about almost any topic just by typing it into Google. But the problem with that is there is a lot of noise in that data, and it becomes difficult to actually take in the signal. This is where powerful tools like breathwork can be incredibly helpful, because breathwork helps us learn how to organize and direct our attention, and it becomes much easier to weed through the noise, find the signal, and then learn the principles that actually need to come through. Because principles are far less fragile than data or knowledge or tools. Because if you understand principles, it will give rise to understanding and new tools if and when you need them. So again, being able to use breath work is an incredibly powerful tool. Now, it almost doesn't matter, especially when you're first starting, which breath protocol you choose. We're not partial to any particular breath protocol. There's some that we prefer, but what research shows is that simple volitional control of breath starts to reorganize your brain in really powerful ways so that we can focus our attention more singularly and then get more out of our learning experience. And I think this is a really, really powerful tool. And again, this idea of shoshin, which is having a beginner's mind, then takes on all these layers that speak to how to approach sport, life, and on and on. So again, starting to use your breath work tools to adjust your state can be just as simple as paying attention to your breath and paying attention to the way that you react to things around you. And instead of being reactive, instead ask yourself, what is it that I can learn from this experience so that I can alter my behavior if I want to or need to. So there's a lot of cool tools out there. Stay tuned. We'll get into the specifics more on this later, but it's really important to have this centered around a learning mindset. Thanks guys again for watching, and I'll see you next time.